Hello, I am here as TL Sleever with a preoperative video because I am getting my vertical sleeve gastrectomy September 9th, 2014. I think in my last video, my surgery date was August 27th, which was yesterday. And unfortunately, I am starting to believe that my middle name is actually waiting, because I've had to do a lot of waiting during this whole process. But since they took so long getting the official approval letter sent to my surgeon's office, someone else, the surgery date that they gave me, once I got my verbal approval, it was completely filled up, so I ended up having to reschedule just 2 weeks later. It's not that much of a big deal, especially considering, in addition to that, my job was giving me some trouble about taking off work at that time, because we just started school August 6th, and so it was kind of a bad time for me to take off work for the first month. So I'm taking off work September 9th. It's only a month and 8 days. He's probably gonna leave a message. So long story made short, I had to take FMLA for my job because, as I've mentioned before in some of my other videos, I work with children with special needs. So I teach sweet little children with autism, and a lot of them do have some behavioral issues. And so since they are, I do have a pretty physical job. Like, I just got off work, and a lot of people I know who work in schools, they dress up and they look all pretty. But when I go to work, well, I don't usually wear my glasses when I go to work, because they're going to get broken, or it's a good chance they'll get broken. And then I almost wear t-shirts pretty much every day. T-shirts and jeans, that's pretty much like our uniform. People who dress up, we give them weird looks, like, what's wrong with you? Are you not wanting to keep those clothes? Because we do all types of things at our job. So with that, I am taking just 13 days off work, but if I need to have more than that time off work, I have 6 weeks that I can take, and my job will still be secure. But with me having the 6 weeks off work, but I've only scheduled a substitute for a total of 9 days. I have a sub, but that is over a course including a weekend. Is it 2 weekends, I think? So it'll be 13 days, just 1 weekend. So with that, it looks like it'll be fine. I'll just play it by ear. I'll call them and tell them, I'm sorry, I can't go back to work today either, if I'm still that sore. But hopefully I won't be. So yesterday, which was August 27th, which was my original surgery date, I went in to get my surgical consultation, where I got my blood work done. I met with my surgeon, and I had a nutrition class where it was about 6 different people in the nutrition class with me. It was it's kind of like a classroom, and we're all sitting in there, and my husband came with me, and while we were in the nutrition class, they did a PowerPoint talking about different things we have to do for eating, and they just discussed several different things that are about how we're supposed to eat. They gave us a folder, and I just wanted to show you some of the things that I received. They gave us a goodie bag. So in that class, they gave me a water bottle that does not have a straw, because once you have your surgery, you're not supposed to use a straw to drink. I heard people mention that before, but I realize now they don't want you to drink with a straw because it puts air in your stomach, and then it can also cause you to have extra gas, which you're probably going to be gassy already. And then they gave me a swivel measuring spoon, which is I'm gonna try to. I can't really open it. I'm gonna use my mouth to open it. Well, I just put the phone down. Can I prop it up right here? Hello. There you go. So here's this swivel measuring spoon that they gave me. It's so we can measure whatever we're eating by 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon, half a teaspoon, and 1/4 teaspoon. That's pretty nice. And then it has the name of the place I'm having my surgery, which is My New Self Bariatrics. And then the thing that I think is the coolest is they gave us a plate, which it has this is how much protein you should have in your plate, how many whole grains and fruits and veggies. These are things that you can use once you start eating more, but of course you won't be using that at first. They also gave me this, which I'm sorry to say I don't really know what it's for. Maybe someone else who's in the weight loss community can tell me what this is for, because I wasn't really sure what it's for. It's a rubber thing and it's tied in a knot. So I thought, okay, this is cute. Don't know what I'm supposed to use that for. And then they also gave me another measuring cup, which I think I'm gonna really look forward to using that, because when we have our like once I start eating food, like let's say I'm eating mashed potatoes or soft foods, it has it goes from, it's just the total of it is 1 cup, but it goes from 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup, and 3/4 cup, so you can see how much you're able to eat. And I'm sure if I start doing that to pack my food up once I start eating, I can really monitor. Okay, I'm gonna put me a cup of tuna salad or something in there, put it in there, take it to work, and that'd be good. So I'm thinking those are pretty good tools they gave us, and that was exciting. And then another thing they gave me was a cute little bag to keep all my stuff that they gave me. And they also gave me a little pamphlet that goes over the progress of how we can eat our foods. Like for 1 week, you can have sugar-free clear liquids. Week 2, you have protein supplements, of course, and milk, and like stuff like oatmeal, cream of wheat. These is a post-op, so these are all things. But then week 1 is where we start our pre-op diet. And guess what? My pre-op diet is only 3 days. And a lot of people have 2 weeks pre-op diet, but my surgeon is only requiring 3 days. Apparently, my doctor only requires you to do 2 weeks if you have over a 60 BMI, and my BMI is a 47, so I do meet the insurance requirements, but since it's not over a 60, I don't have to do 2 weeks to shrink. And so those are my kids having a fit. Hey Michael, go downstairs. And so then it's just another list of things to talk about that. And so those are hey Michael, you're too loud. Go downstairs, don't say nothing else. So that's all I really have to say. Okay, so after the nutrition class was good, and then the surgeon, spoke with my surgeon. He told me that since I'm getting my hiatal hernia repaired during my surgery, he's going to give me a drainage tube. He doesn't usually need to do that, but since I have this condition called hypothalassemia minor, which is a condition where your red blood cells are really smaller than they usually are supposed to be, and it makes me anemic, and it also makes my blood kind of, I guess, pour out more than other people's. With that condition, it causes, he's concerned he doesn't want me to bleed out, so he's giving me a drainage tube, which most people, he does surgery with us, and I have to do it. But one good thing it sounds like is all the other surgeons in his practice, they don't usually have to